so glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. This is the point in the season where coaches admonish and encourage their teams to finish strong. Week 13 here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So SMU's offense will have the football first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. But that is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental assignment errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. And if they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cooper.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Knocked down immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and make...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. Bounces wide, it's Irvin. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get...
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinal! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Irvin. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tries to get it himself. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to make one miss. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Ollie, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, here on the SMU sideline, we are seeing history here today. The running back has continued to run strong today, and now he is the program's single-season leader. The sideline immediately went up in arms, yelling, screaming. They are so excited for their running back. Continue to ride his energy here today as he makes more school history. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll ride him again. He's past the marker. Turning it on. He's at the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. On the ground, it's Irvin. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Between the hashes, it's Brown. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run to the left. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete in the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Looking for a crease. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Completes it in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up, and they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, down here on the Mustang sideline, what I'm observing is that these guys are so fired up for their running back who just broke the conference season record for rushing touchdowns. They are continuing to feed him the rock in the red zone. They know he is on a history-making spree. They want to continue to go downhill. This defense hasn't stopped him yet, and the teammates are celebrating every yard he gains, every touchdown he makes, because he is making history out there. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, pressure's coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Nearly intercepted.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the 1st quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their 2nd right there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hand it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Needs it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Knight. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Turns it upfield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Give to the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Mustangs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And after making the interception, position at the 42.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off bounds with that play call.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Blackburn. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Irvin. Got the first down. Maybe some room here. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board. Earlier this time, a 38-yard try. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Hands it off. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Plows his way ahead. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Had the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sells to run, looking to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Long way to go on 2nd down. To the air, it's Jennings. He's got him this time. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tight end now in motion. Quick give. It's Irvin. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Caught near the sideline, it's Irvin.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. And down he goes. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the SMU sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and
oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Jennings. On target over the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
SMU spends his 2nd time out here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll pull it down and run. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Pickup of 13. Good enough for 1st down.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the #1 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's Washington with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, Stanford's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they have got to be more balanced offensively. The running game has been reliable here in the first half, but now their opponents are stacking the box on defense. It is crucial they get the pass game going, get those guys out of the box and force them to cover downfield. A more balanced attack is essential to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you. Stanford quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
With the catch, it's Irvin. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Irvin. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Leaves it in his belly, and he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sells to fake. Left side is Shaw. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Stanford.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. To the air, it's Jennings. A strike downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Drops back on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and forcing completions like that.
Down he goes.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right side, it's Blackburn. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's got the first down. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week.
Headed to the end zone.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out of the flat for the score.
He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Interesting decision here if you're the head coach. Just try to run it on 3rd down, no can do. You've got the touchdown lead, but you really could make a statement. You could really seize a lot of momentum here early in the second half. If you go for it and hit and lead by 14, that's a whole different ballgame.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Running inside. It's Irvin. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. cradles it at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This should be the last play of the quarter. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Out wide left, it's Cooper. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He slings it deep to the left. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Wants to throw on first. It's complete to the right. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sets his feet. It's Jennings. Out wide right, it's Hale. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. He's looking to pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He wants to throw it again. Under pressure. He'll pull it down. The offense coughs it up. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Drops back on first down. Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Second down, gonna throw it. Left. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Throws it off the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Mustangs have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Motion from the wideout. Second down to the air. In the backfield, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The fake and wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Jennings. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the... They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. That's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Mustangs! And the route is on. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Irvin. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Makes a connection. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Cardinal at the line with the 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Look out! He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't